everybody. Today I am going to be doing a little rant ASMR video, just talking about some of the things happening in my life. So yep. So to start, I would like to talk about a story that happened to me last weekend. I was with my grandparents and we went to go see the new Elvis movie that just came out called Epic. And it was a great movie. You should go see it if you haven't. It's pretty good. But after that, we all went to Culver's, the restaurant, and their food is always really good. I love it there. But when we walked in the store, the lady at the front counter was like yelling practically at it, and it wasn't even that loud in the restaurant, and she was yelling almost, and like she's like, hi, welcome in, what can I get started for you, you know, like really loud, and it kind of threw all of us off guard. So we ordered, and when it was my turn, I was like, oh, three-piece fish cod meal, and she said, do you want tartar sauce? I was like, oh, yes. I was like, no, and yes, and I don't know, because she was like stressing me out so much, and that whole thing was just so like weird. Like, why was she yelling? That was like really unnecessary yelling. Okay, the next story I would like to tell is about my math teachers. And you know, you might be asking, well, why are you talking about your math teachers? It's because they're both really weird in their own unique ways. So also, before I start, ignore the mess behind me, like back I can't get my hand in frame, but like back in that area. I'm recording in my mom's basement, and we just have a room full of a bunch of random stuff, and that's where I'm recording. It's like the quietest place in the house. So anyways, back to the story. My first math teacher for the first semester, I'll call him Mr. C because I don't want to say his name, and he was a good math teacher, but he also would always bring up, he would like just tell stories about his life. He had like ADHD, probably, just undiagnosed, and he would talk about his life just like the whole class period, and then just give us homework to do the next day. Yeah, that's why he sucked, but he was a good teacher. Aside from that, when he actually taught lessons, he was really good. And eventually he either quit or got fired halfway through the school year, and now I have a different math teacher, but I'll get to him in a sec. But Mr. C, what he would do, he would always bring up like Trump and like politics, specifically Trump, and he would always just like glaze Trump, and he would always be like, oh, I'm not trying to like talk about my religion or like tell you to do this or something like that. And then he would say that he was like, oh, I'm like, I think he was like Catholic or something, I don't know. Not that that's bad, it's just he would talk about it and just kind of glaze Trump and his religion and stuff. But honestly, it didn't bother me that much because at that point in the day, the third period, I'm tired as heck. I already want to go home, and it's just like, whatever you say to get through the day, dude. I don't know. But yeah, he either quit or got fired. Someone probably tattled on him, that he was talking about that type of stuff. And my new math teacher, he's better in that he teaches and is like engaged the whole class period. But I think in the process of making the whole class too like engaged, he missed the mark of having us learn the material, at least in my opinion. Because in Mr. C's class, at the start of the semester, or last semester, I mean the start of the year, I had like an A or a B in his class consistently. And my most recent test in my new math teacher's class, I got a 60 A minus. I think there's like one where I have an A plus. I don't know. I've always been like an all A student, sometimes B. Not to brag, but anyways, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the way he explains stuff, I just don't understand that much compared to Mr. C. But hey, at least I don't have to deal with him yapping about how he used to get paddled by his teacher, all of class. Literally, that's one of the things that Mr. C would rant about one time. Yeah. That one was like really weird, probably one of the weirdest things to talk about. Another weird thing that he would talk about, oops, this wasn't in my class, it was in a different period, but he would apparently talked about, like, he just yapped about how, like, DRUGs are bad or something. He was so random, he definitely had, like, untreated ADHD or something. Okay, and this will be my third and final story for today. This one actually happened earlier today, and it was really weird, so I just wanted to share it all with you guys. So basically, I'm in theater, my high school's theater program, and we are doing Little Women for our next production, which is at the end of the month, end of March. And I'm not like a super important role. I just go on stage and like move things around and kind of act in like the opening scenes of of Act 1 and 2. You know, not that important, but you know, still necessary. I'm not doing theater after this play for two reasons. One, it takes up way too much of my time. I have to be at the school for like 12 hours, I think, like from I think like around 7:30 in the morning until like 7 o'clock in the evening, which was, I literally got out like an hour ago. It's so weird. I hate it. You know, when I could be studying like for other classes, doing homework, doing things I'd rather be doing. But oh well. And half the time I'm just like sitting around doing nothing. More than half the time actually, because you know, I'm not like a big role or anything. But yeah, it's just really boring and it takes up too much of my time. The second reason is because like half the people there suck. They're terrible, like just weird, bad-ish people. And you know, I'm grateful for the friends that I've made from it. But the bad people ruin it for me. It's just okay, this story is from today. I was on stage. We were about to start Act 1, first opening start of the play. There was this girl at the front who was part of the crew, and she was yelling like, "Places, everyone," you know, like normal stuff. And she literally, like, it looked like she yelled it right at me. And so, as a joke, like obviously joking, I said, "But I'm already here." Oops, that was loud. "But I'm already here," or something like that. I don't remember. And she was like, "Then don't listen to me." Like in a really exaggerated, like, it looked like we had already been arguing type of way. And I'm like, okay, well, you didn't need to be rude about it. Like, you could have said it a little nicer. And this isn't the only thing that, like, time this has happened with her specifically. She always has this like rude tone of voice towards me every time I try and like say something to her. It's so weird. I don't know. I hope she's not like doing that on purpose, or she just doesn't realize that she's doing it. I hope so. And I think that's the case, but still, I don't like being around her. And it's always like the upperclassmen that are like that too. I don't know. It's weird. And I have a feeling that has to do with the stigma around freshmen, of which I am a freshman. I feel like that has to do something with that. But, oh well, I guess, it sounds like I'll be talking to these people anyways, in a few weeks, so, loser. I'm kidding, it's a joke. They're not losers, they're just people I don't want to be around. Yeah. There have been some other more serious things that have happened, like that I won't get into right now because I don't want to make that your guys' business or anything. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, liking the video, all the stuff that people say to do. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.